Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Lair. Of course, I'm Chris Chaos here with the 411 Money in the Bank edition. Let's rejoice. Let's take a step back and just really think about how good of a pay-per-view this was. I give this pay-per-view an A, at least, if not an A+. Every finish was good. Even though there was some chicanery in a couple of them. Well, a lot of them, actually. Let me just run through real quick, just the little things. Hype Bros get the win. We all saw that coming. Breezango and Ascension was a filler match, just thrown in, and Breezango gets the win. I'm glad to see them on pay-per-view, and I think they deserve it. I think they deserve a match on this card. They need to be featured in some way, and they were. And I'm glad that the Ascension got the nod for the night to be on the show. It was just, and it actually, they fit into the storyline that Breezango is going with. You know, who is wrecking their offices and who's beating up on Tyler Breeze. It fits, it works, it's fine. So it's not a throwaway, but it is a filler. Let's just be honest, first and foremost. Lana looked okay in her match. She didn't look extremely impressive. It wasn't fantastic by no means, but it was okay. Yeah, it was pretty good. For her first match, period, on the main roster, besides that WrestleMania match, that, it was the 10 Diva match, come on. 10 Diva tag title, or tag, whatever. The submission, the head scissors stretch, whatever, I think she called it the FTG, the Feel the Glow, was the new name for it. It was called the Slamorama or something, I can't remember. Naomi proved that Naomi's work, I thought, was really good. Anything that was lacking in the match was Lana, but there wasn't a whole lot, because they didn't do a whole lot. It was really slow and methodical, and it should have been. And I thought that they did a good job. Lana's not, I didn't like the match, but it is what it is. And I'll be the first to say that Lana did pretty good for her first match, period, basically, on the main roster. First match, especially on pay-per-view, it's very, the nerves had to be bad for her. The Usos lost against the New Day. They were counted out. This, like I said, I didn't want the titles off of the Usos. This will continue. They will, I think, have a SmackDown Tag Team title match. Once again, it'll be a rematch at SummerSlam, and the New Day will probably get the titles. Let's see where that goes. Jinder Mahal beats Randy Orton. Really good. They had a great match, and there was a lot of extra going on with the match, but I'm not going to sit here and dissect all of that, for this whole video, because that speaks for itself. Baron Corbin winning the Money in the Bank was fucking great. I think that was the one person that needed it. I can always tell you, when they do a Money in the Bank match, the one person that needs to win it, and I said Baron Corbin is the one guy that needs this win. The argument could be made for Sami Zayn as well, but Baron got it. I think Baron needed it more. Mike Bennett, Maria Kanellis Bennett, now known as Mike and Maria Kanellis, because Kanellis is a better gimmick name, for one. For two, if you really listen to what she said, I left here and I went searching for my partner. I mean, that's her shoot husband. Everybody knows this. So he takes her last name. It's funny. I like how JBL said he took her last name. Like, just, why would you do that? But I like it. I'm a fan. It's different. I think the story's going to be good. I would have rather seen them in the ring instead of just at the top of the entranceway. I don't like the dancing at the end of it, but it probably makes a lot of sense with the gimmick. Let's see where this goes. For a debut, by the way, they've been signed, and I just found this out a couple of days ago because, and I guess everybody else did too, it was a very well-kept secret. We always speculated that Maria was going to go back. It was just timing. The timing issue had to be worked out. And we all knew that if Maria went, Mike was going to go, because she's not going to go without Mike. There's no way. Me knowing them like I do, and I don't know them. I don't know them particularly. I mean, you know, I just know what I read on social media. I know interviews, and I can get a good sense of who somebody is. And they meet basically, and then they're in ROH. They go to Japan. They're in TNA in the last days of TNA, and then they leave, and you know, now they're here. She wasn't coming without him. They were if they wanted her, they were going to have to bring him, and I'm sure that this is going to be a long-term deal. It should be, and I can't wait to see where it goes. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match. As a fan, I hated it. I didn't exactly even like the match, to be honest with you, because it just seems like it was just really slow. It was all these girls' first time dealing with a ladder. It just happens. And I've still got the network on now, and I'm about to, the Charlotte's coming out right now, and I'm about to rewatch this. So be on the lookout on my Twitter at TheAnswerChaos, because if my opinions change, I will surely say that they did. But right now, my opinion is that finish was absolutely one of the most fucking greatest finishes that we've ever seen in a Money in the Bank ladder match. Because nobody thought that that was going to happen. And James Ellsworth is over bigger than shit. And that's going to make her over bigger than shit. And everybody hates this. And as a fan, I hate this. And as someone that loves this business and have been rooting for these women for such a long time, longer than hardly any of them that's in this match have even been in the WWE, I've been rooting for these women to get this spot. I didn't like the finish because it was their first Money in the Bank ladder match. Now, had this been number 2 or number 3, I wouldn't have any problem with it. But it was because it was their first. And I tweeted, instant reaction, I tweeted, bullshit. Bullshit. Because it was bullshit. The more I think about it, the more genius it really is. We have to get back in the pro wrestling business to drawing heat. We have to get back to the point where somebody is over because of the pure hatred of what's going on. The way this was done was perfect. They didn't break any rules. They didn't. Now, James Ellsworth didn't lay a hand on any female, but he did tip the ladder that Becky was on. That's heat. That is heat. And this rumored match between Becky and James Ellsworth that they've been talking about, has legs now. I don't think they'll ever do that. Not in this era of WWE. I don't think that that match will ever happen. But it could. It could. Time will see. In time we'll see. And that's all I've got. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment if you will. Let everybody know about this video. And as always, follow me at The Answer Chaos on Twitter. I will live tweet Monday Night Raw tomorrow night and be back for the 411 Raw edition tomorrow night, immediately following, well, a little after the show. So until then, all I've got is deuces. Chaos is out. I'm going to go rewatch this match. Holla.